Hey, welcome to the Daily Draw. You are on my steering wheel, and I am in a random parking lot in my car, because that's just, yeah, how life goes sometimes. It is not a daily draw, it is a weekly draw still, and it's a day late because of things I will talk about when I get into it, but wanted to say hi, thank you for tuning in, and yeah, let's get into the draws.
And then I didn't get into the draws.
Alright, so for you it's been about 2 seconds, for me it's been a week. You might notice that I didn't post a daily draw last week, and by daily draw I mean weekly draw, which is the thing I thought I was going to do, but I'm not going to be doing that, because it turns out that if I put any time on when I need to get something done, then I don't get it done, because I stress out too much about getting it done by that time, and when I'm stressed I don't do good work, and when I don't do good work, I get stressed out about putting it places. So I'm gonna just be keeping on doing drawing for myself, to keep myself doing things, and keep on making cool things, and I will post it for you when I actually have time to make good videos about it, and when the things I've made are actually worth making videos about. So, that being said, today I'm going to do a sketch dump of all of the things that I've drawn since last time, and then I'm going to start working on a bigger video for y'all of an animation that I've done since then. So, thank you so much for tuning in, especially the handful of you that have been with me from the get-go here through the rough time of starting my YouTube here. Yeah, I'm getting a better hang of what I like doing and what I am most happy with having done. So hopefully I'll get a hold of it at some point here and start making some good content for you. But for now, I'm not doing daily content. I'm not doing weekly content. I'm not doing any consistent content. I'm just going to make you content when I have good content to make for you. So for now, here's what I've got done. And I will see you in whenever next happens the good many thing drawing done give for drawing done did. Done. I'm not 100% there mentally. Okay.
Okay, so the first thing I drew that I want to show you guys, I got a commission recently. A couple is getting married, and they wanted me to draw little charms of them of Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura, but specifically Clear Card, in her Clear Card dress, which, you know, looks very, very bridal. So I'm not sure if the bride's actually going to be wearing this dress. If you are, good luck, because holy cow, that will be quite a thing to maintain through the day, but also, oh, you will look amazing. So I kind of hope you are, but I kind of hope you aren't, because weddings are stressful enough, even if you're not doing something kind of crazy like wearing a crazy dress like that. But oh, how freaking cool would it be if you were? Anyway, so Clear Card Sakura and Noctis from Final Fantasy in his wedding outfit as well. So I did watch the cutscene. I'm not far enough in my own personal playthrough, and by playthrough I mean watching someone play through a Final Fantasy 15 to know exactly like why Noctis gets married, who he's married to, and any of that stuff. I've watched about an hour of gameplay, which is enough that I know I like the characters. I've talked with enough people that I know I like the characters, but I don't personally know like how the story of Final Fantasy 15 goes. So I watched the cutscene, but it didn't seem very in character for Noctis to me, at least not what I know of Noctis, or at least it seemed very somber, and I didn't want this to be a somber feeling drawing. So while I did do the outfit from the wedding cutscene from Final Fantasy, I did kind of give Noctis a bit more of the personality that I know him from the game. A bit more confidence, and I gave him his younger hair as well, because I just thought it looked better in general, and it definitely matches Sakura better too, having him with his younger hairstyle going on. So did that, put a lot of work into these drawings because I knew they're for something special, which a lot of times is a lot of pressure and not something that I do well with, but I don't know, sometimes when pressure gets high, I work really well and I turn out really good things, and I think this was one of those times. I am so happy with how these little charms turned out. They wanted them in inch charms, which is smaller than I'm used to printing. I usually print 2-inch charms. So if you'll notice, the head to body ratio is a little different than I usually do, because I really wanted to make sure that the details in the dress were going to be visible in such a small charm. And I will show you pictures of the finished charms once the drawings are done here. They turned out beautiful. I am very, very pleased with them. I'm hoping the commissioners are happy with them too. They told me they were, but there's that part of me that's always worried that people, when they interact with you online, are, you know, just being polite and actually they're really upset. But that comes from trauma and isn't something I should be putting on people. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say they loved them. They were super happy with them. Hopefully their wedding guests love them. Hopefully their wedding goes well. That's next month at the time of recording this, but I've already got the charms to them because I've planned a wedding. I've done a wedding before. I know how hard that can be, so I wanted to get it to them as soon as freaking possible. So yeah, there are those. Thank you so much for commissioning me. It was super, super fun to do this. Good luck with the wedding. And yeah, let's go on to the next drawing. So if you remember the actual weekly draw from last time, I said that I wanted to draw some Kirby badges. I still want to draw some Kirby badges. I have not been able to do so. I'm not in art block right now, but I'm to a point that I'm having a hard time with drawing, just like sitting down and sketching things out and rendering them completely. Now, so this character that I'm working on here, this is a character from Kirby. His name is Marx. He's a little kind of bouncy jester boy. He's got a jester hat and he's bouncing around on a ball, but also he's like a maniacal demon man. Spoilers for Kirby's Superstar, if that's a thing that you were planning on playing at some point. So Marx, I wanted to draw a chibi of him. I wanted to draw a little chibi badge, and this was my attempt at that, and I got upset because look at all these drawings I'm trying to get done here, and I couldn't get the movement I wanted. I could see in my head this picture of him bouncing around on his ball and being super cute, but kind of a little impish, because that's the character he is, and I couldn't get it down. So to get my muscles all shaked out, my drawing muscles, I decided I was going to do something less stressful. Just do some doodles, not anything that needed to be something, because again, the pressure of it being cut out and seen by people is something that bugs me sometimes. It doesn't bug me, it gets to me. I have this problem with crimpling under pressure, and it's something I'm actively working on. But so I took a break and started drawing just some little doodles, just low pressure, no consequences, just some little characters. These were all just from memory, just characters from Kirby that I like. There are a couple of these I'm really happy with. I really like that little Scarfy. I might actually turn him into a badge. And this little sketch of DDD in the top right, I might actually use as the base for the badge. So this doodle page, I did do over the course of a couple days. I also started doing an animation of Marx during that time, but that's going to be its own video. That'll be the next video I post, whenever that is. I do have one more little doodle page of you, again of Marx, because I've had Marx on the mind, because it was really bugging me I couldn't draw him, because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to draw Marx. But here's another cute little Marx, little Chef Kawasaki there to be buds with him. Is that his name? Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, I was right. Okay, little Chef Kawasaki and a little, humanized Marx, because, I don't know, I'm having fun with this design. I'm really enjoying drawing the boy. So this will probably be the last Marx thing that I draw before I actually do the badge, but I did do one more little doodle page. I did this one for my wife. She was designing a tattoo of a snail blowing that little dandelion over, because, the person she's tattooing, it's a friend of hers. She's already got a little dandelion on her arm that looks like it's kind of being blown over in the wind, and she wanted a snail and thought it would be really cute to have the snail blowing it over. And since I like drawing snails, my wife was like, hey, why don't you do some concepts for me of this little snail, blowing it over? And honestly, this is why I say, I'm not having art block, but I'm definitely in some sort of slump, because I couldn't get it to look like this snail was blowing, and that's strange for me. I'm usually good with movement and personification of things that aren't necessarily humanoid. So I feel a little bit overworked and out of practice, which is why I stopped drawing after this and started animating again. I still think it's good for me to keep up a sketchbook, but I need to stop trying to do full illustrations every day, because that's just not how my brain works, and trying to pretend it is just so I can make things isn't going to do any good for anyone. And then everything else that I have drawn in the last bit, I'm not comfortable sharing with you guys, so I'm not going to. There may be a time in my life when I'm more comfortable sharing things like that with y'all, but I'm not for right now. So for now, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be doing another video soon where I post the animation of Marx that I worked on to get myself out of this little drawing slump that I've been in, and I think you'll be really happy with it. I know I am. And I'm not going to say I'll see you tomorrow, but I will see you next time for another video. So thanks again for tuning into this one, and have a good one, y'all. Bye!